Hey, what's up? This is Jake. I'm the owner, the founder of Stokely Media. I also run Hype Sports on Twitter. I'll be doing a show that I call Full Time, so I'm currently in the process of leaving my full-time job to make a full-time earning online, and I guess, to start my own business. I'm currently in the process of starting an LLC, so you can see that video later on. This is kind of my thing right now as I drive. You can probably hear the wind, is to do videos while I drive, and so it's safe enough because I'm not really going to look at you guys very much, but that video you can find on YouTube. I won't post them out until later on when I'm done with my full-time job. And but I wanted to do a standalone video. I had mentioned that I did my first Twitter moment last week, at the end of last week. And if you don't know what a Twitter moment is, if you click on the Explore button right now, it used to be a little lightning bolt down at the bottom of your Twitter on your phone, or I don't know where it was on the computer, but now it's just under the hourglass, or the magnifying glass, called Explore. And there's a bunch of Twitter moments there that, and I'll be honest, I don't know where those come from. My goal with my moment was to try to crack that, featured Explore tab. And sad to say, I did not do that. But just, some things maybe you can learn and try your own. From what I noticed, you can have up to 100 tweets that you can include in a moment. Reason why I know this is because my moment was the top 100 plays of the NFL season, and once I hit number 100, I had a couple of placeholder tweets, or intro tweets. Once I got down to the bottom and started looking back, my first few tweets were getting erased. So I think once you hit 100, your moment just starts overwriting the oldest tweet that you have saved on there. So I think you can go up to 100. What I tried to do was to add tweets to the moment as I went. I thought that might be a good way to do it, so people could follow along using the moment. I had it pinned on my profile, so it was the first thing you saw. And honestly, I can't say one way or the other whether that's better or not than just doing something cool and then creating the moment later. I didn't generate quite enough interest throughout that I don't think people used my moment to follow along. And so it was an interesting thought, but you can do it either way. You can do it as you go, or you can compile a moment after something happens. And another good, interesting thing is you can add anyone's tweets. It doesn't just have to be your own. So, if you have an influencer that joins into whatever you're doing, you can include their stuff too. Might give it a little more validity in the whole, Twitter atmosphere and all that. As you start to go through your tweet, your moment, you have to choose a cover picture. And the cover picture is interesting because you can crop it for mobile and crop it for the computer, for a desktop, and so you kind of need two different sizes, but you're only allowed to use one picture. And so you're gonna have to think about that. I mean, one of them's square and then one of them is vertical like a phone. So if you can do it in a way where every important part of your graphic can be in a square, but then you still have a vertical alignment or a vertical size on it, but the edges don't necessarily include the important stuff, that's a good way to do that. I just ended up sticking with the square version, and whatever got cut off for the vertical, I just let that happen. And then after that, everything is vertical, so if you're using video or graphics, try to gear it towards that. What I did was I just used the standard widescreen videos, and all that does is it shrinks it, it shrinks your viewing area down inside the moment. So if you have the capability to make vertical video, I would suggest you do that if you're planning to use video in your moment. Outside of that, it's interesting because you tweet the moment, and when you tweet it and, like, say for example it gets retweeted or liked, those retweets and likes aren't counted on your moment. So once you click into the moment and scroll through it, you'll see your moment has however many likes. I think I only got 3 on mine, on the inside of it. But the actual tweet that included the moment had like 7 likes on it. And so those are 2 different stats. I couldn't find any analytics for the moment. I clicked around. I didn't do any searching because I was busy, creating the 100 videos, and I was more focused on that. But so I didn't really see any analytics. It would be nice if they had some, so you could see just the scroll through and see how you do, especially in mine where it's a countdown. I thought it would be interesting, and for people to be able to watch each play and decide if they wanted to go to the next one or skip one, or when they were done with watching each play they could skip ahead early before the video was over. But I think it's a great way to organize your content. And of course, we all know Twitter has a fire hose problem, too much info, and you have to follow so many people, and then your timeline is just crowded, and if you're a creator, your tweets don't get the kind of attention that you would think they would because everyone else's timeline is so cluttered. So Moments is a good way to try to cut through that, at least from Twitter's perspective. However, how do you get a moment to really break through as a creator? Good question. I don't know. I tried it. Gonna keep using them. One thing that, your moments are a part of your profile, so it says whatever so-and-so account, 8,000 tweets, 2 moments. You can click on the 2 moments and see what they made for moments, each account. And so that's another valuable reason to do it. Anytime you do anything important for your business, I think that would be a good idea. Or if you're not even running a business, if it's just something for entertainment. Or I know I saw one guy had a list of his best, he was a comedy account, kind of a viral video and meme account, and he had his best of the year in a moment, and I thought that was pretty clever and a good way to package that. But yeah, what's it hurt to try? I'd love to report extreme success to everyone, but unfortunately that's not the case for me on this one. But it opens another, it opens another creative box that you can try out, and so I really enjoyed it. I'd be interested to hear what other people think of Moments if they've tried them. Feel free to quote or reply to this. Let me know if you had any similar experience, or if you have any tips you could share with me. Or I don't have a big following, so it's not like you're really sharing it with my following or anything like that, but I'd be interested to hear.